Hello there, what's crack? I like it. I'm Scotty Yornat. Welcome back to not only From the Vault, but also Nick Month 2. This time it's personal, yeah. And once again, back in the world of Victorious. And we're talking about the episode from Season 1. Most of these are from Season 1, except for the next one will be from Season 3. First episode of Season 3, by the way. Mostly from Season 1, but the Diddly Bops! Yes, everybody knows this one. But did you know that it was edited? Yeah, they edit two words out. Well, it's the same word twice. Apparently, Paramount Plus has been doing some editing to certain things. That's why I feel like Semicast's not on there at all. But, apparently in a Kesha episode of Victorious, they edited out whole chunks where it's Trina on the couch putting on lip gloss and eating a pickle. Apparently that was too what's the word I'm thinking of? Offensive to keep it, but that ruins the episode because there's a whole plot point that's dropped. You want more about that? Watch Aggressively Average's video on that. It takes out plot elements. The whole reason why they're going for the Kesha thing to begin with. It's just. But here they just. And it cuts. Like, what the. They don't say that, but it's something that the first time I heard it when I first watched the episode, I was like, did they just say. They say it twice, but it's another thing. I'm not defending anyone, especially who should not be named, but the show was meant for teenagers. So a teenage girl would hear something like that and be like, oh, I can relate to getting stuck in some, I don't know, but I'm just saying there are worse things. Specifically anything with feet. That should be deleted. I'm just saying. But, anyway, let's get to the episode. The episode is the Diddly Bops. The Diddly Bops, which sounds wrong anyway, the Diddly Bops. Which is a play on the Doodle Bops, or whatever they are, those one things that Disney had. I'm sure it's a slide at Disney, I'm pretty sure. The Doodle Bops, whatever they're called. The Diddly Bops. But they're not really that either. It's just the characters, but... In this episode, Sakowitz has a friend whose son is celebrating a birthday, and there was a band called the Wagglefuffles, which I think is a play on the Wiggles, who got in a plane accident and were not able to make it to the show, to the birthday party, so he enlists all our main characters to do it for $1,000. So let's see. Tori, Jade, Beck, Robbie, Andre, and Kat. 6. Can you split $1,000 6 ways? I don't know. I can't do it in my head, and I'm not gonna try. I'll have a massive headache. But I don't know. Because they're not $1,000 a piece. Everybody keeps saying $1,000. It's not $1,000 a piece. You get $1,000, you got to split it 6 ways. That's how money works, But they say no until they hear about $1,000. Yeah. And the B plot is that Andre has a meeting with the record producer, and he needs to impress, but things don't go his way, especially after the whole Doodle Pop thing. Yeah. So yeah, this is a memorable episode for me, but also for my son, because he hates when we watch this episode. Oh, he hates it. We used to have been to this, usually on Team Nick and stuff, we'd watch it, get to this episode, and I start laughing. He goes, oh no, it's not this one, is it? Oh, oh, do my Major Pain laugh. Oh, Oh, I didn't do that, but it was like I go. He's like, what? Oh no, it's not this one. Why? Well, you see, he hates the Broken Glass song. For those of you who don't know, what's the Broken Glass song, you may be asking. It's fun to run, it's fun to play. It's I gotta do the guitar thing. It's fun to run, it's fun to play. It's fun to make things out of clay. It's fun to fill your cars with gas. It's fun to break things made of glass. Cause broken glass can cut your hand and then you'll bleed across the land. As any woman, child, or man, the dangers you face with broken glass. Yes, Robbie sings it and he hates it. He says it's so annoying. I had his ringtone one time to mess with him. I'll sometimes play it and he'll cover his ears. No, I'll mess with him, you know. Because broken glass is not a food, so don't you listen to some dude who says put cheese on broken glass and make a sandwich out of broken glass. Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing. They're trying to find a kiddie song to sing, and Robbie keeps, because he's like, first it's like, well, broken glass, you know, and they're like, so what about a song about food? Oh, broken glass is not a food. Yeah, Jade likes it because it's Jade. So they're trying to figure out a song. They do find a song. Everyone's dressed up as food. There's a corn dog, although Psychowitz calls it a hot dog later. But the corn dog. Beck is the corn dog. Andre is spaghetti. Cat is broccoli. Jade is a cheeseburger. Robbie is pizza. So Beck must be the corn dog. Did I say that? Yeah. Robbie is the pizza, because I just saw the thumbnail for the video. Yeah. Robbie is the pizza. And I don't remember what Tori is. She's ice cream, I think. But yeah, and it's here that it's bleep, or not bleep, because it doesn't go beep, it just sort of goes out. Because the line is, when they're getting ready to get in their costumes, Kat comes running out and says, Jade's having problems, she can't get her boobs in the costume. And she can't get her boobs into the cheeseburger. And Tori goes, I'll help. And I love Psychowitz's response with, in the cheeseburger? Because he doesn't know. But, I don't find that offensive myself. Especially if you're a teenager watching this. 14, 15, maybe even 13, my son's age. You're going to laugh, she said boobs. Even kids are going to be, she said boobs. I don't think I find it offensive. Especially since they leave all the instant of when Megan calls Drake and Josh boobs. And Drake and Josh, they leave that in. They even leave the joke, I think, I don't know if it's on here, but like the joke, the good joke from Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, where she's like, this is a plane in Colorado, right? No, this is Hollywood. Those dumb boobs. And the lady looks down. That's a fantastic joke. But I can see how here people be like, I don't want my child, this is for teenagers. This show is for teenagers. So, you know, and you might ask, well, how do you know that? I know there's a rating system, but if the show is about teenagers, then it's for teenagers, right? You're not going to sit your 6-year-old down to watch One Tree Hill or Degrassi. No, that's teenager stuff. This is a little more colorful, more happy go-go than your average teen drama, but it's still a teen show, right? I'm just saying. But yeah, so they get in the song. I want to talk about food, because it's my favorite thing to do. Red, green, yellow, or blue. Anything, so let's all sing. I think I messed up the lyrics. About food, because it's a favorite thing to do. Tell me all about your favorite food. Mine is pizza, and I like hamburgers too. Yes, and they're a hit. Some kid somehow has a cell phone and is recording for videos for kiddios, I guess is the, because they don't have a Slap Junior, whatever their Splash Face, whatever their YouTube equivalent is for kids in this version. I don't think YouTube Kids was a thing either at that point. Might have been, but he's recording it. It's all over the place now. And we see Lane, played by the great Lane Napper. Follow his stuff on Instagram. He's funny. He shows up with this kid. Hey, you want autographs from the Diddley Bops? And he's like, they're like, what are you talking about? It's all over the videos for kiddios. And so they do an autograph. And I like how the kid looks at Jade and goes, she wrote a naughty word. I write how I feel. I wouldn't let her write anything. I'm just saying it right now. Andre, though, is not so happy about this because the record producer guy, you know, they look into you, and they saw that he was doing this kid stuff, and they don't want to book him. They don't want to sign him because of it. He wrote the song. He helped sing the song, and yet that's not good enough because it's little kids' music. So now he's upset. But yeah, then Kat shows up and says, "Hey, I got us another gig," and they're like, "What?" "Yeah, the Doodle Bops." Like, "No, we're not doing that." I like Andre goes, "It ruined my career. It ruined my life," or something like that. And so, but Trina volunteers to be a Diddley Bop, and the others will be Sinjin, Psychowitz, and 3 others who I do not know. Get out for the Doodly Bops and their friends whose names I do not know. You're like, hell, Diddley Bops, not Doodly Bops, Diddley Bops. But yeah, but Tori finds Andre sitting in the theater drinking chocolate beverage with a label that looks a lot like Yoo-Hoo, but it's not Yoo-Hoo. I mean, Big Wolf on Campus could use Yoo-Hoo in 1999, but here in 2010 they couldn't use it on a Nickelodeon show. Some Canadian show could use Yoo-Hoo. Merton drank Yoo-Hoo all the time. Well, you just put the powder in your Yoo-Hoo. I think it has a wicked aftertaste. I guess that would be 2001. Season 3 was 2001. So yeah, whatever. But he did mention Yoo-Hoo before in there. But anyway. So Andre's sitting there with his chocolate beverage, and he feels down. Like, well, how can he? She's like, well, why don't you turn the kitty song into something else? And he's like, I don't know if I can do that. And so she leaves, and he starts singing the kitty song. But then comes up one of my favorite songs from the show. I don't know what you've been used to. Never been with a girl like you. Everything from yellow to blue. And everything, so let's I don't know what you've been used to. That is what we're used to. Never been with a girl like you. Like show you a love that's true. No love, no material. He goes, na 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 na. I'll give you my song. These words to you. What I feel, my soul is true. I don't have the world, can't give it to you, girl. But all that I can do is I have to pretend to be able to play piano. Let's give my song to you. So that's a hit, and they decide they're going to perform it outside in the thing because their lunch area is outside because they live in California. I don't review that movie yet, but I need to. Maybe eventually. Maybe next June. He's Universal. So they're gonna fight the record producer guy. Meanwhile, Trina and Kat doing the Diddley Bops without the others does not go well, and they start throwing food at them. And they come back just as Andre plays his song. And what I like, I had an aw moment, because during this song, and it was a nice little touch. During this song, it's a nice little love song. Beck and Jade have a little kiss. I never noticed that before. I'm like, oh, that's nice, because they're boyfriend and girlfriend here. They argue all the time, but that's looking like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, and then after do the credits thing, we get Robbie singing a little bit of Broken Glass again. So, yes, one of my favorite episodes of the show, at least in season 1, because I get to bug my son with the song. When I see him next, because this won't be out yet, I'll tell him I watched the episode of Victoria. It's called Diddley Bops. Remember that one? No? Oh, no. You remember the song from there? It's fun to run, it's fun to play. I remember! Sure, that's how it'll go. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this episode? Leave a comment below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Skyler, and I'll see you in the next one.